Hey guys, so maybe at some point of your life, if not right now, you have victimized yourself and you have thought, like, why, like, I don't know, especially if you're in a period of your life or you're in a chapter of your life that you don't really like, you might be like, why am I here? Why am I doing this? I don't want to do it. Why do I have to go through this? Why, you know what I mean? Why is this happening to me? Why, whatever, you know? And we tend to victimize ourselves and be like, why is this happening to me? Like, why do I deserve this? You know what I mean? Like, maybe I deserve better things. Maybe I deserve other things to happen to me. Why am I so unlucky? Whatever. And this happened to me. Like, I'm not claiming to have like the worst life ever. I've not had a lot of, life hasn't given me a lot of bad things. But the thing is, like, I've been in times in my life, like, for instance, when I changed schools in high school, like, I did not want to be in that high school at all. And I felt like a fish out of the water. And I genuinely felt like I shouldn't be there. And also when I was in college, because my dream job doesn't require that I have a degree. And what was I gonna say? And it was so stressful and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, if you've been to college, you know how stressful it is and how a lot it is. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, why am I so stressed? Like, why am I so sleep deprived? Why can I not have hobbies? You know what I mean? Like, why can I not pursue my dreams and juggle it with whatever? And it's really, it only like feeds onto, you know what I mean, like this like snowball that you're generating, and it's generating all these thoughts like, why me, why me, why me, why me. And then I started to look at people, like, for instance, like, I had a teacher who I've talked a little bit about him on this channel. He was a college professor of mine for the first semester, and you could tell that he was very like unhappy with his life. Like, I'm pretty sure he wanted to be someone else, and he wanted to, yeah, to accomplish things that he didn't accomplish. And then he ended up being a professor, which is not even a bad thing. You know what I mean? Like, you have a master's degree, you have a degree, you have a master's degree, you have a PhD, you're a college professor. You know what I mean? Like, you have a very respected job, and a high paid job. You know what I mean? Like, or a well paid job. And the thing is, like, he was frustrated because that's not who he wanted to be. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of us could be doing relatively well in life, but we're not necessarily where we want to be in life. Like, for instance, like, I'm studying a master's degree. I wouldn't want to be studying this master's degree. I would like to be working and then juggling it with doing the things that I want to do. But I couldn't get jobs that I thought were, you know what I mean, like juggleable with what I wanted to do. So I was like, maybe if I want a good job, I need a master's. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out. And I have victimized myself, and there have been times where I'm like, dude, why is this happening to me? Why am I so, like I said, unlucky? Like, why? I think I deserve to have it easier in life, whatever. Like, I already have it pretty easy in life. It's just that we tend to have these negative feelings. Why am I just holding the water and I'm not drinking it? This mentality is not gonna get you anywhere. Like, it might, like, the fact that you can be pissed off about that, it can probably make you like sort of wake up and be like, okay, I want to turn my life around. But then there are times where you can't really do that. So you got to look at yourself and you got to be like, okay, I either have to be patient and wait for this moment to kind of pass, or to go through this like moment or whatever, or I really have to take action. And I was like, at least during my degree, I was like, okay, I have to get this degree. Like, the other option is getting a shitty job and trying to juggle it with my dream. And who knows if that's going to work? Who knows if that's not going to make me more miserable than I already am? You know what I mean? Like, that was probably going to make me more frustrated in life, because it's like, I don't have a degree and I always wanted to have a degree. You know what I mean? Like, it's a superficial thing, but it's true. I mean, for a lot of shit, you need to have a degree, and it's totally fine. You know what I mean? Like, a degree means a lot of things. And it's fine. We're not even gonna get into that. But like, the thing is, I used to victimize myself a lot, and then I realized at some point I was like, okay, maybe I should stop victimizing myself, and I should. I don't know too much about stoicism or stoicism. I think it's stoicism. But as far as I'm concerned, it's about like taking action over the things that you can control, and like not worrying or not putting too much thought into the things that you can't control, because it's like, you know what I mean, you're only just ruminating and thinking about all the things that you can't fix, and it doesn't go anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, are you probably stressed right now in your life? Yeah, maybe you are. Maybe you're anxious. Maybe you have, I don't know, financial problems. Maybe you have health problems. Maybe somebody has health problems. Maybe you're going through grief, whatever. There's so many of those things that I haven't gone through, luckily, yet in life. But the thing is, like, I can't give you advice on like grief and stuff like that, because I haven't gone through it, so I can't give you advice on things that I haven't experienced. But however, I do give dating advice. But anyway, that's something else. But the thing is, like, if you can control, like for instance, what I can control is time management. Like, am I going to be stressed? Am I going to be having to do a lot of things? Do I have to do this, that, whatever? Am I going to be really stressed, sleep deprived, whatever? Yeah. But it is in my hand to be able to juggle and spending a little bit of time doing what I love. Like for instance, making this video. I'm allocating, yeah. I'm spending this time making this video, and I'm going to be spending time uploading it, whatever. And I'm trying to do it every time I can. You know what I mean? Who knows if I'm going to be able to do this every day? I haven't been able to do it every day so far. And there's probably going to be days where I'm not going to post or whatever. But the thing is, like, I'm trying to take control over the things that I can control, and as much as I can, because I have been learning, like, the hard way, not the hard way, but like through life, I've been learning that I am really just responsible for my own future. You know what I mean? Whatever I want in life is not going to be given to me. No one's going to be like, okay, ask for a wish or whatever and I'll give it to you. No. Like, if I want something, I have to go get it. You know what I mean? Like, if I want to be a public speaker or whatever, I have to, build this path. I have to pave the path to go there. You know what I mean? Like, if I want to be a content creator, I have to make content. If I want to be an entertainer, I have to be entertaining. If I want to be admired, maybe I need to have something admirable. You know what I mean? If I want to inspire people, maybe I have to be inspiring. How am I going to be inspiring if I'm just sad and victimizing myself all the time? I can't do that. You know what I mean? So there are times where you're like, okay, let's just not think about all these things and spend this energy just doing something else. Because, like, I'm a huge procrastinator. So instead of procrastinating, maybe I could be making content during the time that I would be procrastinating anyway. So I don't know. Maybe I'm going to stop making videos one day and I'm going to start making them again, like, I don't know, after I finish this master's degree, if I finish it. Like, who knows what's going to happen in the future? But I'm trying to live day by day thinking, okay, I can control this. I cannot control this. What are my priorities today? Do I have any assignments that I have to submit? Do I have any, like, I have to make a video? Do I have time to make a video? You know what I mean? Like, what are the things that I have to do? What are the priorities? You know what I mean? And based on that, every day I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? Instead of like planning, like, okay, this is what I'm going to do for the week, and then something changes everything and it's like I can't do anything and I have to plan everything all over again. No. You know what I mean? That's not the way it's going to work. So I think that really just, I mean, obviously it's easier said than done, but I think, like, if you have to find something in life that really brings you joy, and you have at least 15 minutes every day to do something you like, or to do something that makes you really disconnect with whatever you don't like about your life. Like, you can watch a video, you can go for a walk, you can hang out with a friend just for a little bit, or a call or whatever. You can call a family member, just talk a little bit, like, update each other on each other's lives. You know what I mean? Like, you can do something for at least, let's exaggerate, 15 minutes every day, and just do whatever you love, like listen to music. You know what I mean? Like, that's really refreshing, at least for me. You know what I mean? And or you can be dancing, or you can be doing whatever. You know what I mean? Like some cardio or stretching or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you can be spending time doing whatever you want. Or, like, for instance, like, if you get ready and you do your makeup or your hair or whatever before going out, you can play music, you can watch a video, you can listen to a podcast. You know what I mean? Like, disconnect. Try to not think so much and try to take action instead of, like, I'm somebody who does this a lot. Like, I can spend a lot of time planning what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it, whatever, and then I end up not doing it, and I end up spending a lot of time thinking about what I'm going to do instead of just doing things. You know what I mean? So lately I haven't been thinking about it too much, and I'm like, okay, let's just make a video. Let's get it out of the way. Like, not get it out of the way as if I didn't want to do it, but just, I'm like, okay, I have to do this. I'm going to do it, and then I do something else, or I have to do this other thing and then I'll make a video or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I have to study for this, I have to do the homework for that. You know what I mean? Like, I set priorities every day, and even then, when you're like, okay, I'm gonna set this priority, you're like, okay, then I'm not gonna do anything else. But then, because you're not gonna be doing anything else, you're like, oh, I have a lot of time to do this, and then you end up procrastinating. And this happened to me the other day. I was like, I could have made a video. But anyway, I think I'm getting off topic. We're talking about time management right now. But the thing is, like, try to take action and do things in your life that either fulfill you or make you happier or that make you think less. Because honestly, being in your thoughts all the time and, like, thinking about it negatively, not only is it bad because, like, oh my God, it's bad and whatever, like, you have the right to be mad. And there have been times where I was mad. Like, for instance, like today in class, there was a class where there was a teacher was explaining an exercise and I had no fucking idea what she was talking about, and I didn't understand shit. And it was like 7 p.m. because the class was in the afternoon, and I was so demotivated because I was like, I don't understand this. I don't think this is my path anyway. I don't even know why I'm doing this. You know what I mean? Like, I felt so frustrated. I was like, why do I have to deal with this if I don't want to do this? You know what I mean? And and then I talked with one of my friends on the way back home, and I kind of forgot about it. And now I'm making this video, and now I feel a lot better. You know what I mean? Like, I could have felt bad for the rest of the afternoon because it happened to me a lot of the times, but really disconnecting, talking to somebody else, doing something you love, spending a little bit of time doing something you love and something that fulfills you, and taking action to change your situation. I mean, I know so many people, like that professor that I just told you about. I don't think he's doing anything to change his situation. I don't know who the fuck he wants to be in life. I don't know if he wanted to be a director, a creative director, an accounting director, an economics or data, whatever director in the bank. I don't know what the fuck he wanted to be. But I don't think he's working hard to do anything that he would like to do. You know what I mean? Like, maybe he could, I mean, he knows a lot about economics and shit. Why don't you make your own company? You know how to do market research. You know how supply and demand works. You know how the economy is doing. I guess you know how it's going. So, you know what I mean? Like, if you know so much about business, you could be your own boss and potentially have, like, the most amazing business ever or whatever. I mean, it's easier said than done, but, like, you could be taking action. You know what I mean? At least you're not going to be sad all freaking day long because you're not even trying. You know what I mean? And I had so many classmates who would, you know what I mean, who were in, like, situations where they had to work and they had to study and their lives were really shitty, and they weren't taking action. It's like, okay, I'm in this really shitty situation, but the time that I have, like, I have to work, but the time that I have to study, they weren't even using it to study. You know what I mean? Like, they were not even studying. They were just leaving everything for the last minute. They were not good students. You know what I mean? And they would take a really long time to get their degree. You know what I mean? Like, I had this friend who did 3 years of accounting and finance, and then she dropped out, and then she started doing labor relations and human resources. You know what I mean? Like, she didn't finish her degree in 3 years. Like, she spent 3 freaking years studying that degree for nothing. She did nothing. Like, she would fail a lot of subjects. She dropped out. She realized that 3 years later that it was probably not her thing. She dropped out. She started another degree. I just finished my degree, and I'm in my fifth year of college. So I did 4 years of the degree. This is the fifth year. This is my master's degree. She's also in her fifth year of college, and she's in her second year of labor relations, and she does not have an accounting degree. If she had been doing what she had to do for those 3 years, maybe this year, yeah, if she had done what she had to do those 3 years, she would have graduated this year, just like me, and she would be an accountant, and we would probably even be in the same master's degree, accounting, together. Do you know what I mean? And she would often brag about, like, oh, we are doing accounting, you guys are doing business admin, whatever. Who's studying accounting now? Me. Who's not? You. I mean, I don't want to, like, say, like, okay, victory, whatever. Like, I don't know how to translate the expression, but, like, the thing is, like, I don't want to be like, okay, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to speak too soon because, like, I don't take anything for granted. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm gonna graduate from this master's degree. And even when I was doing the degree, I was not like, okay, I'm gonna graduate in 4 years. I'm gonna graduate. I'm gonna pass all subjects. Like, I never took anything for granted. But what I'm saying is that, like, because you didn't do what you had to do, now you are where you are, which is, like, really behind your peers. You know what I mean? And it's not about, like, how your peers are doing, but the thing is, like, you have to work on the things. Like, if you want a better life for yourself and you know that you need a degree for that, work hard towards getting that degree. You know what I mean? Like, okay, she had to work, but she had to work on Sundays. Like, maybe she could get organized. I mean, this is easier said than done, but, like, you could get organized in the time that you don't have work, and, you know, do the best you can with your situation. But she was not even doing that. She would get migraines, dude. Migraines. You know, I only got one migraine, and it was this year. Why was it? Because of the same thing that I was telling you about. I was victimizing myself. I didn't like my situation. I was like, okay, should I do a master's degree? Should I not? Because this is my path. This is not my path, whatever. Like, I had this, like, existential crisis, and I was worried about it, and I was not doing shit about it. And I had migraines. I had one migraine, and I hope I never get one again. It was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was probably not that bad of a migraine, but sometimes your body can feel that. It can feel that pressure that you have in your mind, or that, like, frustration that you have, and that internal conflict, and it reflects that. It tells you, listen, you're struggling. You need to wake the fuck up. You know what I mean? And she would get migraines like very often. So don't look at things negatively and take action, because not only is it good for you, but also your body's going to resent it. Your body's going to be like, listen, I've gone through this. Like, your body's going to be aching, like your joints and stuff like that. They're going to be sore. Like, I've had that before. You know what I mean? You're going to be feeling sick. You're going to be feeling fatigue. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to be feeling just bad. You know what I mean? You're going to have low energy levels no matter how much you eat, no matter how much you rest, you exercise, whatever. Like, you're going to be unwell physically. And I think, trigger warning, I think it can even cause you health problems. Like, I believe that it can translate into health problems. So, you know what I mean? Look at it, things positively, and stop thinking about it. Even if you want to victimize yourself, okay, but stop thinking about it and start taking action over the things that you can do, because it's all you can do. There are things that you can't help happening. There's things that you can't stop from happening. So, you know, take action over the things that you can do. I'm trying to do that right now, and it's making me happy. Is it making me stressed? Yeah. Is it easy? No, I never said it was easy. Life is not easy. Even some of the most successful people, like, they go through things. They go through really stressful things and decisions that they have to make. And even if you, let's say, make it at some point of your life in whatever field, you have to stay there. You know what I mean? Like, let's say you make it to the top. You have to stay at the top. And maybe that's even harder. I don't know. So everybody goes through things in life. So try to think less, do more, and spend that energy not thinking about it for your own health. Literally for your own health and for your own good. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I hope this video helped you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.